So you run a restaurant, right? You know that amazing food is only half the battle. The other half is actually getting people through the door. And these days, that whole battle is fought online. If you've ever felt like you're just invisible in this huge sea of digital competition, well, this is your roadmap. Let's kick things off with the one number that shows why this is so unbelievably important.
So why does this all matter so much? Because a massive 85% of people research restaurants online before they even think about where to eat. I mean, let that sink in. Nearly 9 out of every 10 potential customers are checking you out from their phone or their computer.
And it doesn't stop there, not by a long shot. Once they find you, 72% of them are diving deep into your reviews to make that final call. Your digital reputation isn't just, a part of your business anymore. For most customers, it is your business.
Let's just be really direct about this. It's not an exaggeration at all to say that for restaurants today, visibility literally equals profitability and survival. Getting found online isn't some luxury marketing tactic. It's the absolute baseline for keeping the lights on.
This whole shift has kicked off what we're calling the digital appetite revolution. The game isn't won on the street corner anymore. It's won and lost on the Google search results page before anyone's even put on their shoes. So where do you even begin? You start with your digital front door. This is the absolute foundation, because for most people, it is your first and, honestly, maybe your only chance to make a good impression. And what is that front door? It's your Google business profile. You should think of it exactly like your physical storefront. It's the very first thing people see, and it instantly tells them everything: who you are, what you're about, and whether they should even bother stepping inside. And getting it optimized is actually pretty straightforward. First, you've got to perfect your NAP. That's your name, address, and phone number. It has to be exactly the same everywhere online. Second, show off. Use amazing photos of your space and your food. Third, get your full menu on there. And finally, connect your reservation system. You've got to make it ridiculously easy for them to say yes. Okay, once that foundation is rock solid, it's time to start speaking the modern diner's language. Because people aren't just searching for restaurants anymore. Oh no, the way they search has totally changed. Just look at how that search has evolved. It's gone from a super simple "restaurants near me" to something incredibly specific, something that's all about the experience. And capturing that search, that's where the real opportunity is hiding.
So to get these customers, you need content that matches what they're looking for. This means you should have pages or descriptions for your signature dishes, your vegan or gluten-free options, your seasonal specials, and even for things like the perfect date night spot or a great place for a business lunch. You have to describe the actual experiences you offer.
And right as we're getting the hang of that, the next big wave is already here: AI and voice search. But listen, this isn't something to be scared of. It's the next huge opportunity to connect with diners in a brand new way. I mean, think about how you talk to your smart assistant. You don't just bark keywords at it, you have a conversation, right? You ask really complex questions like this one. AI can now understand all of that nuance, and its only job is to find the single best restaurant that fits every one of those criteria. The only question is that going to be you?
The way you make sure AI recommends you is pretty simple. You have to feed it the right information. That means having super comprehensive and accurate details on your website. It means using structured data, which is just a fancy word for code that labels your information so computers can read it perfectly. And it means encouraging detailed reviews that mention all the specific things that make your restaurant special. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. So let's boil all of this down into a really focused action plan that you can start using like today.
But before we talk about the to-do list, let's cover the do-not-do list. Seriously, avoiding these critical errors is step 0. Inconsistent info, generic descriptions, ignoring dietary needs, and having the wrong location or hours listed, these are such simple mistakes, but they can be absolutely devastating for business. And how do you know if any of this is actually working? Well, you have to watch the key metrics. Are about 5 to 12% of your website visitors actually making a reservation? Are you capturing, say, 15 to 25% of the local search market? These are the real numbers that prove your efforts are paying off. So what do you do tomorrow morning? Start right here. First, master your Google business profile. I mean, get it 100% complete and perfect. Second, start creating content around your menu that people are actually searching for. And third, actively manage your reviews. Respond to them, learn from them, and definitely encourage more of them.
If you only take one single thing away from all of this, please let it be this. It's just not about having the best food anymore. The future belongs to the restaurants that can be found.
Which really just leaves us with one final question to think about. Is your restaurant just serving food, or have you built a digital presence that's serving the diners who are out there right this very second, actively searching for exactly what you offer?